Hello everyone, and welcome back to our channel. South Africa's politics never disappoint when it comes to drama, and this week, the spotlight has landed firmly on the Justice Ministry. The highly anticipated Madlanga Commission, which was meant to begin on the 1st of September, has been postponed. The official reason? A lack of ICT infrastructure. Yes, a full judicial commission of inquiry, meant to probe allegations against senior police officers, members of the legal profession, and even the Minister of Police, Senzo Mchunu, was delayed because the computers weren't ready. It almost sounds like a bad joke, but is our reality. Minister of Justice and Constitutional Development, Ndabeni-Kubayi, made the announcement and immediately suspended her Deputy Director General, Jobo Hlatshweo, while also launching disciplinary proceedings against the Director General, Advocate Doc Moshebane. She wanted to show that there are consequences, but instead, she has invited a political storm. The anger has been loudest from the EFF and the MK party, who are both represented on the ad hoc committee that worked for over 10 hours to finalize the Commission's terms of reference. To them, the delay is not just about missing ICT equipment. It is a deliberate attempt to stall accountability and protect political allies. Let's begin with the EFF. They described the announcement of the Commission as nothing more than a political ploy, carefully timed to create the illusion of justice. They argue that by delaying the start, the President has managed to shield his close ally, Senzo Mchunu, from scrutiny. They are furious that the state has allowed Mchunu to sit at home on full pay and benefits, while the commission that is supposed to look into his conduct is starved of resources. Their statement was cutting. They said Ramaphosa had chosen patronage and allegiance over the country, and they went further, urging Justice Cyril Madlanga to withdraw to protect his own legacy from being tied to what they call a fake and disgraced process. The MK party did not hold back either. Their spokesperson, Ndabeni-Kubayi, declared the commission to be flawed, farcical and ultimately ridiculous. They believe that every day of delay weakens the legitimacy of the inquiry and gives those implicated more room to escape accountability. They specifically mentioned Deputy Police Commissioner Shadrack Sibiya, warning that he could challenge his suspension on the basis that there is no active commission examining his case. But Ndabeni raised an even sharper point. He questioned the integrity of appointing a retired judge to preside over allegations involving the judiciary itself. How, he asked, can Justice Madlanga investigate issues that may involve his peers and former colleagues? To the MK party, this smacks of insiders protecting insiders. They predict the end result will be yet another thick stack of papers filled with non-binding recommendations, left to collect dust in government storerooms. For South Africans who remember the Zondo Commission into state capture, that criticism will sound familiar. And here's the thing, they are not wrong to raise the issue of trust. The Zondo Commission ran for years, cost well over R1 billion, and produced reports that stretched thousands of pages. Yet, years later, few of the powerful names implicated have faced trial. Ordinary people look at that history and wonder whether the Madlanga Commission will simply follow the same disappointing pattern. Adding another voice, Rise Mzansi also criticized the minister. Mokashil Gona, their caucus whip in parliament, said Minister Kubayi must answer for the delay. In his view, she should have demanded regular progress updates from her officials to ensure everything was ready. He announced that Rise Mzansi will push for Kubayi to appear before the Justice and Constitutional Development Portfolio Committee to account for what has become, in their words, a fiasco. They also insist a new start date must be announced immediately, or else public confidence in the commission will sink further. Minister Kubayi, however, insists that everything is ready. The venue is booked at the Bridget Mabandla Justice College in Pretoria, staff are prepared, and logistics are set. The only missing piece, according to her, is the ICT system. But that explanation has been met with disbelief. In a country where billions are spent each year on tenders and procurement, how can an inquiry of national importance be halted because computers and basic technology were not arranged? Critics have already made jokes about the matter. Some say the commission could have borrowed laptops from a local internet cafe, though even that might be wishful thinking given how unreliable basic services can be. Others have pointed out that members of parliament always seem to receive their new iPads without delay, but when it comes to justice, suddenly technology cannot be delivered on time. The humor is easy, but behind it lies a serious problem. Allegations of corruption and misconduct among police leaders and the judiciary strike at the very foundation of the state. If the police are compromised, citizens cannot rely on protection. If the judiciary is compromised, citizens cannot rely on justice. That is why the Madlanga Commission matters. And that is why the delay, even if caused by something as simple as ICT equipment, has such dangerous consequences. For the EFF, the issue is political protection. For the MK party, the issue is integrity and credibility. For Rise Mzansi, the issue is competence and oversight. And for ordinary South Africans, the issue is trust, or rather, the lack of it. Many fear this commission will be another exercise in buying time while the powerful remain untouchable. The real question is, what happens next? The minister has promised a new date will be announced, but the longer the silence, the worse the damage. Judge Madlanga himself is now under pressure. If he continues, he risks being tied to a process that many already see as compromised. If he steps aside, the commission risks losing what little credibility it has left. It is a difficult position for a man whose legal career has been defined by integrity. South Africa has a long history of commissions that promise much but deliver little. From the Harms Commission of the Apartheid era to the Marikana Inquiry to the Zondo Commission, the pattern is all too familiar. Ordinary people grow weary of endless hearings, mountains of documents, and reports that gather dust while nothing changes on the ground. The Madlanga Commission risks becoming the latest entry in that list unless it gets off the ground quickly and decisively. So, what do you think? Is this truly a matter of poor planning, or is it part of a deliberate effort to delay accountability? Do you believe the Madlanga Commission will lead to real consequences, or will it become another political performance with no impact on ordinary South Africans? Tell us what you think in the comments. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Thank you for watching, and as always, stay sharp, stay informed, and stay engaged. See you next time.